Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. Don't try to ignore this message, it's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of open it immediately. Somewhere in a familiar room your name is being passed around like a secret code. People are whispering, pointing, and nodding to each other thinking they know what's best for you. They believe you don't see it, but this isn't casual gossip, it's a carefully planned attempt to take you out of a place you've worked hard to reach. They think the plan is hidden well, but the truth is that light always exposes darkness. One of them has even printed old messages you sent, normal words that now look dangerous out of context. Every little detail is being twisted to make them look like you are unfit or unnecessary. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They're lining up dates, signatures, and documents fast because they sense a big change is about to hit your life. Your focus, your quiet diligence, and your growing success make them nervous. One woman in particular seems calm and polite, but she is moving papers and whispering strategies behind the scenes. Her name may even be someone you smiled at for years. Be aware her elegance doesn't mean innocence. Right now there's a document being revised that puts your name in a target. They are changing words, underlining phrases, trying to make your removal seem necessary. They think it's easy, but heaven has already stopped this attempt. Archangel Michael has set the divine shield in place. You were never meant to fail quietly. Subtle warnings have already appeared, odd invitations, strange late-night calls, emails without your usual copies. If you feel a chill, that is your intuition recognizing their intent. They are close to blocking your destiny, but they will fail. Type Amen to get blessing 222. One man in the meeting has doubts. His conscience shakes. He tried to speak once and was silenced, but he may speak again. That small voice of truth can change everything. You don't need to confront anyone directly. Heaven is managing this. Your job is awareness and faith, because a storm is coming not to destroy you but to purify everything around you. Masks will fall, unholy alliances will break, and what belongs to you will return. They're trying to label you as a risk even though you've only wanted peace and progress. Envy does this, it twists reality. One of them fears your rising influence. They know if your voice is fully heard, others will follow. But what they don't understand is that you are already blessed. Your path has divine purpose, and what has been declared in heaven cannot be erased by human schemes. Their laughter is shallow because they sense something higher watching every move. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There is someone quietly documenting everything. This person may seem loyal to them now, but in time they will reveal the truth. Hidden messages, recordings, or emails may find their way to you. Divine justice works quietly but precisely. You will not fall, your name cannot be erased, and the moment planned against you is already reversed. A call meant to harm you will instead warn another person. Their attempts will backfire. They check and recheck their documents and plans, sensing something is wrong but unable to stop it. You are protected by a power far greater than their plots. Fake apologies or concern may come your way, but these are only distractions. Your silence acts as your shield while awareness is your sword. Soon the very room they hope to shame you in will become a stage for your elevation. Heaven has already recorded every word they spoke with malice. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The moment will come unexpectedly. Someone involved will break under pressure and confess in front of others. The hidden manipulator will also be exposed as their plan collapses. They will try to shift blame, but everything they hid will surface. You won't need to fight, it will happen naturally. Connections you have spiritually and in prayer have already moved forces they can't control. A file may disappear, a document may revert, and your pure words will be seen exactly as they were sent. Their false stories will fail and their influence will fade. Late at night someone may come to you with evidence quietly revealing secrets. It could be a list, a document, or a red stamp next to your name, but above it you'll see the mark of heaven protecting you. This was never about removing you, it was about uncovering truth. Divine intervention ensures your safety and your rise is unavoidable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Every betrayal, every attempt against you has served to strengthen your spirit. You were trained for this moment without even knowing it. Where they tried to push you down the path upwards is now clear. Every attack, every plot, every whispered lie is turning into fuel for your elevation. This is a season of revelation and protection. Your destiny is untouched and nothing they plan can stop your success. Keep your focus, stay quiet and trust the process. You are walking into a moment where those who plotted against you will be exposed and you will rise higher than ever before. Your name, your influence, and your purpose cannot be removed. Divine justice is working behind the scenes and all that was hidden is now being brought to light. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. This is not the end, it is the beginning of a powerful shift. The people who plotted against you will realize their mistakes. Every attempt to bring you down only cleared the way for your rise. You are protected, elevated, and guided. The storm has passed over you and your blessings will now multiply in every area of life. This is your victory written by heaven and no one can take it away. That's why you survived so much already. They whispered lies, but you carry the truth like a torch, and that truth will always shine brighter than the smoke of deceit. Comment: the truth is my shield if you know it's time. The woman who once smiled the brightest was the first to push your name forward. Her charm is fading. Her confidence is cracking. A warning reached her in dreams last week, your face bathed in light, hers in shadow. She ignored it, but it will come again, and next time the awakening will be jarring. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The energy around you is changing. The meeting room feels colder, chairs are being shifted and people are instinctively stepping back from the setup. Someone has just uncovered evidence proving the whole plan false, screenshots, recordings, or surveillance. Your silence has been your shield, but soon it will be your voice. Comment: my silence is speaking for me. When the meeting collapses in confusion and fear, you will leave not as a target but as a living testimony. You were chosen, you are protected. And their plans are unraveling. The morning after that secret meeting, one of them will be unable to sleep. Guilt will press on their chest like a heavy weight. Dreams they ignored will haunt them and their phone will ring with a number they recognize but fear. One sentence from the voice will change everything: the truth is out and what they built against you begins to collapse. God says, no matter how many lies were constructed, truth is stronger. It needs only to be revealed. Their attempts to erase evidence, delete files or rewrite history will fail because the spiritual record cannot be touched. Comment let the fire reveal them. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Certain people who used to reach out frequently will suddenly go silent. Invitations will stop. They no longer see you as a pawn but as a threat. Their masks are breaking. Their tactics are failing. Meetings meant to strategize against you are haunted not by fear of you but by fear of being exposed. Strange occurrences may affect their devices, their work or their peace of mind. This is consequence not coincidence. You are being given time to prepare not for a battle but for a throne. Those who plotted against you will witness your rise. Their plan was cursed from the start because your path is sacred and your protection is strong. Soon a message will arrive confirming what heaven has whispered to your soul. Comment their lies cannot stop my purpose. Your worth is not determined by their opinions. Signatures and approvals they rely on will crumble under divine authority. One conspirator will face scrutiny they never anticipated. God says, you are walking through fire but you will not burn. The flames will consume only their intentions not your identity. Type Amen to get blessing 999. One woman elegant and polite orchestrated manipulation. Heaven has now exposed her. She becomes the target of her own schemes. The betrayal she intended to bury will resurface and her plans will fail before touching you. Comment I will not be buried by their lies. Your silence once mistaken for weakness is roaring like thunder. Documents will vanish. Hard drives will fail. Backups will collapse. Their evidence disappears leaving only your truth, your dignity, and you standing strong. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A higher official will intervene unexpectedly. They will demand a complete review revealing the lies and folly of those who conspired against you. You will not fight this, it is already managed. Your role is to stay calm, present and prepared. Comment I will not fall for their bait. Their dramatic confessions, fake tears and desperate apologies are meaningless. Let heaven finish what it began. Your vindication is guaranteed. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Some will attempt to claim misunderstanding that the meeting was never about your removal. But the divine record preserves the truth. Every detail, every intent is safely stored. You will walk past them with unshakable authority while they lower their gaze in defeat. A supervisor will mention your name with honor shortly after others try to destroy it. Your title will not only remain but be elevated. God says, your path is divinely guarded. Their interference only accelerated your ascent. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The fire meant to destroy you will now illuminate your path. Their schemes and words will weaken. You will enter a space where your presence silences opposition, where your peace unsettles hidden agendas. Comment I claim this realm of peace and power. Distractions, doubts or random challenges sent your way are panic moves by those who fear your rise. Ignore them. You are covered, chosen, armed with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They believed they could vote you out, but divine authority has already voted you in. No meeting, no plot, and no lie can override heaven's call. Your promotion, your honor, your elevation are all sealed. Those who tried to push you down will become witnesses to your rise. The message is, the confessions, the hidden truths. They will arrive at exactly the right time. God says, your timing is perfect. Their attempts cannot alter what is meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Every person who acted against you will feel the weight of their choices. The documents, the messages, the secret manipulations, all returning to expose them. Some will try to deny, but the evidence is divine, undeniable, and perfectly timed. You will stand untouched, unshaken, and recognized. The truth you upheld quietly will now be celebrated openly. Comment I stand in the power of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. This is your season of clarity. Every plan that was meant to hinder you has become the platform for your elevation. Your title, your influence, and your peace are all intact and fortified. Those who conspired in shadows will now be confronted by their own actions, and the divine will ensure their exposure. You are walking into honor, not chaos. Comment I walk in victory and light. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Your perseverance, patience, and integrity are now the reason for your rise. The attempts to erase, humiliate, or deceive you have failed. Every whisper of envy, every shadow of deceit has been intercepted and corrected by divine oversight. You are secure, elevated, and protected. Your future is bright, and the forces aligned against you are now powerless to interfere. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Even as they scramble, panic, and watch for missteps, you remain calm. You are aware of every move, yet you act with grace. The divine has already rewritten the narrative in your favor. Every action taken against you will return to its source. Every false word spoken about you will serve as evidence of divine justice. Your path is unshakable, your honor intact. Comment I am untouchable and protected. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The rise you are about to experience is unstoppable. Those who plotted against you will witness your recognition, respect, and advancement. Every detail they tried to manipulate is being corrected by the hand of divine intervention. Your work, your reputation, and your peace are all preserved and strengthened. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. One of them will make a bold move. They will try to divert attention by throwing another name into the fire, hoping the flames will shift. But heaven has already marked that tactic as useless. Their hands are trembling, and the evidence they try to plant will fall apart before their eyes. Comment I stand unshaken while they scramble. Their attempt to shift blame will only expose their deeper schemes. The person they try to use as a shield will refuse, turning their back at the last minute. And that sudden refusal will unravel the whole setup. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They will send out last-minute messages, rehearsing excuses, aligning false statements, but their stories will collide. Like broken glass, their plan will scatter in every direction. You will feel it in your spirit, a sudden lightness, as if a storm has passed before the thunder even rolled. A document they hid in a private folder will be seen by someone with authority, someone whose eyes were closed until now. That person will not stay silent. They will speak truth at the exact moment it's needed. Comment truth finds its own voice. Their leaders will hold frantic phone calls at night. Some will delete apps, some will hide files in storage drives, but the spiritual record is already sealed. Heaven has already backed up every word. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. They thought their timing was perfect, but divine timing cannot be intercepted. Their own allies are starting to distance themselves. A man who once supported the plan will feel sick every time he sees your name. He will withdraw, and his absence will crack their circle of secrecy. The cracks will widen. Light will pour in. Comment: light always wins over darkness. As this unfolds, your composure will become your power. You will walk into rooms without fear, carrying a quiet authority that unsettles them more than any confrontation could. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, you are not at risk, you are at the edge of recognition. Their whispers have lost their echo. Their shadows cannot stretch into your space anymore. The atmosphere around you is already shifting, a sign that their influence is breaking. Comment: recognition is already mine. Some of them will try to approach you with softness. A text will appear, we've been misunderstood, but it's only a fishing line. Ignore it. Heaven is not asking you to explain yourself to those who plotted against you. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The same walls they used to exclude you will now hold the sound of your name in honor. Invitations will return, not to trap you but to elevate you. A position, an opportunity, a door that was once slammed will now open without effort. Comment: the door opens on its own. Within days a higher authority will intervene. Their faces will pale when the news reaches them. An internal review, a surprise audit, a re-examination of files. They never saw this coming. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. What was whispered in dark corners will be read aloud under bright lights. Your hands will hold proof you never searched for. Heaven's strategy was always bigger than theirs. Comment: proof will find me at the right time, and when this moment peaks you won't feel rage. You'll feel release. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You will stand where they once sat and see clearly who was loyal and who was not. You will walk out of that space with more than your title intact. You'll walk out with new insight, new authority, and new freedom. Comment: I leave with more than I entered. Someone close to the plan will suddenly fall silent. Their phone will buzz with a warning, a message they can't ignore. That message will be the turning point. Heaven has already timed it. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Their faces will reveal fear before their lips speak it. Some will confess, others will vanish. You will not need to chase anyone. What belongs to you will rise on its own. Comment: my blessings rise on their own. Your patience will become their mirror. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They will look at you and realize their attempts only made you stronger. Where they tried to bury your influence, they ended up watering your roots. Your growth is now visible. The same people who laughed will be the ones whispering your name with awe. Comment: my roots are deeper than their storms. Archangel Michael says. You were hidden for a season but not forgotten. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The stage is already being built for your unveiling. While they panic, you will prepare. Your preparation is your proof. Comment: I prepare while they panic. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You are stepping into a time where your presence will shift rooms. Meetings will not just end in your favor, they will begin with your name at the top. Comment: my presence shifts the room. A file they thought deleted will resurface. A backup they believed hidden will reappear. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. It will not come through a fight but through divine orchestration. One by one their pillars will crumble. Your silence has been your shield and now your shield becomes your sword. Comment: my shield turns into a sword of truth. In the weeks ahead unexpected allies will emerge. They may not wear robes of loyalty but their actions will align with your protection. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Their testimonies will rewrite the story. The narrative they try to build against you will turn into the very evidence of your vindication. Comment: their narrative becomes my proof, and when this chapter ends you will not simply go back to where you were, you will rise beyond it. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. The title you hold will be expanded. The seat they try to push you from will be raised. Your influence will outlast their schemes. Comment: I rise beyond their reach. Archangel Michael says. The unveiling is not for your humiliation, it's for your coronation. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Every step you've taken, every silent prayer you've whispered has built a foundation under you. Now the structure stands. Comment: this foundation holds me steady even now. Heaven is closing the door on their last attempt. A final email, a secret thread, a hidden plan. They are all dissolving. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. And you will walk freely with no chains of accusation, no shadows of shame. The story they wrote will end but your story will only begin to shine. Comment: this is only my beginning. The flood will expose every whisper, every false smile, every hidden nod of agreement that once aimed to remove you. Your truth has become unstoppable and those who thought themselves clever are now tangled in their own lies. The moment of exposure will not be subtle, it will be undeniable. Comment: the flood reveals all. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. The one who smiled the most, who orchestrated the silent attacks, will stumble first. Their own network will crumble as those they trusted turn from them, guided by a higher truth. No manipulation will survive scrutiny. Heaven is lifting the veil and even the carefully crafted shadows cannot hold against the light of your vindication. Every hidden motive is surfacing. The leaks will be precise. Emails will arrive in unexpected hands, recordings will surface without warning, and signatures once forged will now betray their creators. Your patience has kept you silent, but the moment for truth has arrived. And it is moving faster than anyone expected. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. The room that once plotted your downfall will now host your triumph. Conversations meant to undermine you will become the script of your recognition. Those who doubted, who nodded silently in complicity, will be forced to acknowledge your resilience. Your elevation is already written, and every action they took only confirmed the necessity of your rise. In the hours that follow, a document you thought lost will resurface. A hard drive they relied on will fail. Evidence they tried to suppress will now arrive exactly when you need it. The chaos they tried to create will become the stage for your vindication. Comment: my truth cannot be erased. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Even those who once smiled at your face while stabbing in secret will now show their cracks. You will witness hesitation, confusion, and silent fear. Heaven has rearranged every step they planned against you. Their plans are collapsing not with noise but with quiet inevitability. Your path is clear and your destiny unshakable. A meeting will convene where they expected compliance, but instead the air will carry your authority. An ally previously unseen will speak at just the right moment. Their words will carry such weight that the room will freeze in realization. The evidence they tried to hide will shine brighter than any attempt to distort it. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. One of the manipulators will attempt a last-minute diversion, a fabricated story, a misplaced accusation, but it will unravel in real time. The higher authorities will see through it immediately. Their panic will be obvious to all and the pattern of deception will be undeniable. Your victory is divinely orchestrated and every attempt to deny it only accelerates your rise. Meanwhile, the true weight of your protection is becoming visible. Those trying to block your path will feel pressure they cannot comprehend. Their devices will fail, messages misfire, and their networks of deception will collapse quietly but completely. The unseen hand of heaven is correcting everything that was unjust. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Soon news will arrive that shocks the room and confirms your alignment with divine timing. Actions meant to intimidate you will instead validate your position. A name previously ignored will rise to support your cause. Evidence long hidden will confirm your patience, your endurance, and your wisdom. Those who plotted will understand too late that their efforts only solidified your authority. The ones who try to erase you will find themselves erased in influence. Their whispers will become background noise, their actions ineffective. The positions they sought to manipulate in secret will now be yours, elevated and fortified. Heaven has moved swiftly and nothing human can undo this divine restructuring. Comment I am unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Your elevation will not only restore what was threatened, it will multiply it. Opportunities previously blocked will open seamlessly. Recognition long overdue will arrive without argument. Those who plotted against you will witness doors opening they cannot enter, and awards of trust and authority will land where they intended only to remove you. The public will see what was hidden. Apologies, admissions, resignations. They will flow from unexpected sources. The very network they trusted to protect their lies is now revealing them. Your patience has ensured that every move against you becomes a lesson in divine justice. You did not have to strike back, your alignment did it for you. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Even the most sophisticated attempts to discredit you will fail. Someone in authority will speak your truth in a way that no one can contradict. Messages intended to humiliate will instead praise your composure. Evidence meant to suppress will now prove your diligence, your integrity, and your divine favor. The same room they plotted in will be the stage of your triumph. Soon their emails, files, and hidden records will betray them. Someone you did not expect will step forward offering proof that clears your name entirely. Justice is precise, subtle, and unstoppable. It will not require your confrontation, it will unfold as a natural consequence of truth and divine intervention. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. Their panic will be visible. Devices will malfunction, meetings will stall, plans will fail. Those who expected your silence will instead witness your ascendancy. The energy of the room will shift in your favor. Every doubt planted against you will dissolve in the presence of this divine revelation. The weight of your patience, endurance, and faith will now carry you beyond what was ever imagined. You will notice the shift immediately. Invitations to collaborate will arrive. Recognition will be offered without request. People who ignored your insights will now seek your guidance. Those who once plotted in secrecy will watch silently powerless. Your rise is undeniable. Comment I walk in divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. Every false ally will be revealed, every hidden hand exposed. Heaven has aligned circumstances so that even those who think they are invisible cannot escape. Emails, recordings, and witness accounts will converge perfectly to display the truth. Your patience, your silence, your refusal to respond in haste has been your shield and your sword. You will not be required to act in anger. The events unfolding will speak louder than any words you could ever utter. The timing is divine. The elevation you receive will be proportional to the patience you have demonstrated. Your name previously under threat is now recognized as untouchable, honored and protected. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. The people who attempted to control you will feel the weight of their misjudgment. Some will resign, some will falter publicly. Every plot, every hidden step, every deceitful word will turn into evidence of their own undoing. Your role is no longer reactive, it is celebratory. You are not walking into danger, you are walking into destiny. Soon the final confirmations will arrive. Documents you thought compromised will be restored. Messages intended to discredit you will now validate your wisdom. Your presence will speak volumes, and the very room once set to condemn you will now witness your vindication. Heaven's intervention is complete and your elevation is permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. The influence you now carry will change the dynamics of every room you enter. People who once plotted against you will instinctively adjust. They will hesitate, pause and reassess how to approach you, knowing that heaven's favor cannot be shaken. Your words will hold weight without raising your voice, and your presence will demand recognition. Comment I walk where heaven leads. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. Some of the whispers that once tried to unsettle you will now echo back on the originators. Those who underestimated your endurance will feel the ripple of divine correction. Their emails, their documents, their messages, everything used to manipulate will be their own undoing. The same evidence they thought would destroy you will testify to your resilience. You are no longer reactive, you are declarative. Your destiny is announcing itself through your alignment, not through argument. Soon a letter will appear seemingly small, but it will confirm what heaven has been orchestrating all along. Your seating, your titles, your influence will shift quietly but profoundly. Opportunities will come to you that were never even in your planning because the higher realm has now cleared the way. Comment I receive what was divinely prepared for me. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. You will witness alliances crumble in real time. Those who spoke against you will attempt to salvage their names, but their efforts will expose their own errors. Every plan they set against you will misfire because your protection is not reactive, it is preemptive. You are moving in a sphere where no deceit can linger. And heaven has already accounted for every step you will take. One person who quietly opposed you will suddenly act in your favor without explanation. They will release documents, admit oversights, or speak truths they previously held back. The same room that once plotted your removal will become the stage of your triumph. Your clarity will guide their acknowledgement, your peace will command their respect. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Your silence has been your shield, but your alignment is now the sword. Actions intended to derail you will instead construct your path forward. People who once doubted your vision will now seek your counsel. Opportunities will not need to be requested, they will arrive as an overflow of divine recognition. This is not luck, this is orchestration. Comment: my path is divinely aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. The tables you once approached with caution will now welcome you without hesitation. Every place of decision, every meeting of consequence will reflect the favor heaven has poured into your story. You are walking into rooms you never imagined and leaving behind spaces where envy once thrived. Those who try to limit your potential will be forced to witness your elevation firsthand. Soon an unexpected figure will come forward bringing news or validation that confirms all your efforts were divinely timed. Their arrival will seem coincidental, but heaven orchestrated it. It is a reminder that nothing unfolds outside the watchful eye of divine authority. Comment: I recognize the divine timing in every moment. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. A document that was previously used against you will now return in your favor. Its contents will be highlighted differently, interpreted truthfully, or brought to attention by someone unaware of its significance. And in that shift your position will be solidified. The walls that once confined your influence will be replaced by corridors of opportunity. Every whisper of fear against you will dissolve as the narrative of truth overtakes the narrative of deceit. Your phone, your emails, your appointments, they will all reflect favor. You will begin to notice subtle changes, people listening more intently, doors opening silently, decisions being made in your favor before you even request them. Archangel Michael says, the unseen hand has now become visible through outcomes. Your rise is undeniable. Comment: my rise is guided and unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. Even those who remain silent during your trials will recognize the shift. Their acknowledgement may be slow, hesitant, or indirect, but it will be undeniable. They will realize that the power they once assumed belonged to them was always yours in waiting. Your presence will remind them that heaven's timing surpasses human scheming. And as your influence grows, so will your circle. New allies unseen before will appear. They are not here by chance, they are placed strategically by divine intervention to support, guide and validate your purpose. These are not mere connections, they are confirmations. Comment: I welcome divine allies into my journey. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. Your enemies' attempts to diminish you will be continuously exposed. Meetings meant to discredit you will unravel, messages intended to mislead will surface as proof of your integrity. Every false claim will become a testament to your endurance, every underhanded act an unwitting declaration of your favor. Heaven has converted sabotage into testimony, lies into evidence of your triumph. You will be called to spaces where decisions are made, where influence matters and where your presence changes outcomes. This is not accidental, this is a divine recalibration of what was once meant to oppose you. People will look to you for insight, for guidance, for wisdom that cannot be taught in classrooms or manuals. Comment: I am ready for the responsibilities heaven has placed before me. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. Soon your story will no longer be whispered in shadows. It will be displayed boldly. Your victories, your perseverance, your growth, all will be recognized publicly. Every act that sought to remove you will now highlight your invincibility. Your name once dragged into meetings of deceit will now echo in corridors of honor. And even those who once participated in plotting your removal will find their positions diminished in contrast to your rise. Their voices will falter while your influence multiplies. Justice will no longer be abstract, it will manifest visibly in roles, recognition, and authority you were always meant to claim. Comment: my rise is inevitable and ordained. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. The next phase of your journey will be marked by freedom. You are no longer answering to shadows or manipulating whispers. Every move you make is protected and guided. The same meetings that once feared your presence will now defer to your authority. Every room you enter will carry the proof of survival, wisdom, and divine favor. Your legacy begins now. You will notice the ripple effect immediately. Doors that once felt closed are now opening with ease. Colleagues who ignored you are suddenly attentive, not because they understand your rise but because heaven is making them witnesses. The whispers that once worked against you now echo back as lessons of exposure for others. Comment: my rise is divinely orchestrated. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. The first emails you receive after this shift will carry validation, unexpected respect, and confirmation of your alignment. People who try to undermine you will hesitate before speaking. Even the most confident voices will falter because heaven has already confirmed your authority. This is not temporary, this is the foundation of your next chapter. Your meetings will transform. The tables you once walked past with doubt now hold your name in gold figuratively and spiritually. What they tried to hide from higher-ups will be highlighted, discussed, and ultimately credited to your integrity. Archangel Michael says, every attempt to diminish you has strengthened your influence. Comment: my influence is undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. One of the ones who conspired will attempt to approach you under the guise of reconciliation. Do not be distracted. Their arrival is only a test for your boundaries, not a reset of trust. Your role now is not to explain but to continue walking forward in divine timing. Heaven has already orchestrated the exposure they cannot avoid. A package, a message, or a call will reach you unexpectedly. What it contains will validate everything you endured. It's the proof that heaven was always in your corner, watching, preserving, and promoting. The system of lies they built is now the system of your vindication. Comment: my vindication comes from heaven, not humans. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. People who previously whispered will now ask questions with hesitation. They will test you, not knowing that you are no longer on the level they occupy. Your spiritual authority will feel heavy in the room, invisible yet undeniable. Every word you speak will carry weight without force, without aggression. Archangel Michael says, the doors they tried to lock are now corridors of elevation. Comment: I walk through doors heaven opened. Soon someone who remained silent for too long will be compelled to speak the truth in your favor. Their confession will not just be a personal correction but a confirmation of your protection and your purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 5858. In the next few days expect your reputation to soar. Praise will come from unexpected quarters, from those who were neutral or unaware. Your credibility once questioned will now be reaffirmed openly. This is the divine redistribution of favor. The energy around you will shift, people will sense your rise and they won't be able to stop it. Comment: my credibility is divinely restored. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. Letters, emails, and documents that once undermined you will surface in ways that prove your innocence and highlight their manipulation. Those who plotted will be exposed quietly but effectively. No confrontation is needed. Heaven has done the work, you are merely walking through the results. A new alignment is forming in your environment. Spaces that were hostile now feel neutral, even supportive. Your presence alone stabilizes these areas. People will realize without a word from you that you are under divine protection. Your aura has shifted, your authority has multiplied, and your path is now clear. Comment: I am protected, my path is clear. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Your next meeting will be unexpected in both timing and content. The discussion will revolve around your advancement, your contribution, and your potential. Those who once doubted will witness your rise without participation. They will be forced to acknowledge the favor that heaven has placed on you. This is the time to receive without fear. Those who tried to diminish your work will find themselves revising their understanding. Their strategies crumble under divine timing. People who ignored your effort will now rely on it, unknowingly submitting to the authority heaven has given you. Comment: I rise above human doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. The final reports, the documents, the oversight that once threatened you will now read in your favor. The evidence they manipulated is being corrected without intervention. Even actions they thought private are being redirected for your benefit. This is the spiritual rebalancing of every injustice you endured. Soon doors will not only open, they will lead to spaces far beyond your previous reach. Every step forward will be validated by circumstances they cannot interfere with. Your promotion, your acknowledgement, and your influence are no longer subjects of debate, they are decrees from heaven. Comment: every step I take is blessed and confirmed. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. As your story unfolds, people who plotted will quietly withdraw. Their retreat is a testimony to the divine correction of every betrayal. What they tried to engineer in darkness now illuminates your path. Their failure will be part of your story, not yours to correct but theirs to witness. Archangel Michael says, the end of their schemes marks the beginning of your expansion. Comment: I embrace divine expansion. New allies will appear not just in quantity but in quality. Those who align with heaven's plan will be drawn to you effortlessly, recognizing your worth before you even speak. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. Your influence will extend beyond what you imagined. Invitations, recognitions, and opportunities that were once blocked will now flow naturally. People who ignored your voice will now seek your insight. Their respect is compelled by heaven, not by circumstance. You are becoming the standard of perseverance and divine favor. Comment: I am aligned with destiny. The tables are turning, the balance is restored, and your victory is undeniable. The final moments of exposure for your enemies are being orchestrated even as you read this. The environment around you is now responding to divine authority. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. Your name will be recognized publicly not because of ambition but because heaven has decreed it. The places that once rejected you are now ready to honor you. Even those who tried to control outcomes will witness your rise. Their attempts will become footnotes in your testimony. Comment: I am publicly acknowledged, divinely honored. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. The culmination of these events is a complete reversal. Where they sought your fall, you now hold the highest ground. Every whisper, every false signature, every secret meeting has been nullified by divine timing. You are walking into your full story, your rightful place and your ultimate recognition. Comment: I walk into glory confirmed by heaven. The final documents, messages and interactions will all reflect this change. This is not just survival, it is sanctification. Your rise is unstoppable. You are seated, celebrated and established. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. The doors of your destiny are now swinging wide. What was once a hidden path is becoming a clear avenue. People who once doubted your presence will now feel your influence before you speak. Their plans will collapse quietly as heaven moves loudly. The air around you carries authority that no human effort can counterfeit. Comment: I walk with divine authority in every space. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. Your name will begin to appear in unexpected circles. Those who once whispered against you will now be witnesses to your advancement. The very people who tried to erase your influence will now be irrelevant footnotes in your story. Every connection heaven sets before you will arrive perfectly on time. You do not need to chase it, you only need to receive. Sudden recognition will surprise you. A message, an email, a call or even a conversation will bring confirmation of your elevation. The unseen hands of heaven are orchestrating each step to ensure that no human interference can alter your outcome. Comment: I am aligned with divine timing and unstoppable favor. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. People who once avoided accountability for their role in your trials will now experience their own exposure. Secrets will surface without your intervention and their plots will unravel naturally. Heaven does not need your voice to correct falsehood, it only needs your presence to highlight truth. Every action against you has become evidence for your elevation. Your spiritual atmosphere is changing. Rooms you enter will feel different. Conversations will shift in tone the moment you appear. You are no longer subject to manipulation or hidden agendas. The light you carry now exposes deception instantly. Comment: I walk into rooms with unshakable presence and clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 6969. An unexpected opportunity will arrive that surpasses your expectations. What was once blocked will now be accelerated. Recognition, reward and restoration will all manifest simultaneously, leaving no room for doubt. Heaven has transformed your trials into a platform for promotion, not just survival. Some of those who tried to diminish your reputation will begin to mirror your conduct. They will attempt to follow your steps, but imitation cannot replicate anointed destiny. Your alignment with heaven is unique and protected. Their confusion will highlight your brilliance. Comment: I rise above imitation, my favor is original. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. Unexpected mentorship and guidance will present themselves in the coming days. People who were once strangers may offer insight, connections, and assistance perfectly timed to your next season. Heaven's hand is evident in every relationship forming around you. You are being positioned for greater influence than ever before. Documents, emails, and messages that once threatened your stability will now validate your perseverance. Proof that you remained aligned while others plotted is arriving. Your integrity will no longer be questioned. Comment: every proof of heaven's favor confirms my destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. Your financial, professional, and personal elevation is divinely orchestrated. Everything previously delayed is arriving as a flood of compensation, restoration and recognition. What they tried to suppress will now expand exponentially in your favor. The divine scale has corrected every imbalance against you. Every room, every conversation, and every decision from this point will reflect your elevated status. Those who doubted you will witness your favor silently while heaven ensures the reward manifests fully. Your patience, endurance and silence have set the stage for permanent victory. Comment: my favor is unstoppable and visible to all. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. The legacy you leave begins today. Your story is now untouchable. What was once a trial becomes a testimony. Every attempt to stop you has instead highlighted your divine worth. Your name, your influence, and your destiny are now secured. Heaven's seal cannot be broken and your rise cannot be disputed. The final confirmation will arrive in a way so undeniable that no human voice can contradict it. Your path is now secure. Every plan designed against you will serve only to elevate you further. Every door that opens is a testament to the protection and favor surrounding you. Comment: I am established, elevated and untouchable in every way. Type Amen to get blessing 7373. This season closes with heaven's full endorsement. You are protected, exalted and recognized beyond what you could have imagined. The enemy's plans are null, their schemes visible only as the markers of your triumph. Fire, favor and fulfillment now define your presence. Your chapter is sealed in light, power and destiny.